Hello guys, this is the Mind of Lewis here, and this is going to be an iPhone 7s, 7s Plus, and iPhone 8 rumor roundup. So as we're getting closer and closer to the WDC 2017, a lot of rumors have been popping up about the latest iPhones that are reported to come out. So in addition to the iPhone 7s and 7s Plus, we're all knowing that they're going to have a glass back with a stainless steel aluminum border around the edges. Now, the reason for Apple to go with a glass back is because rumors are saying that we're going to have wireless charging. Yes, we know. A little bit late for Apple to bring this into the game, but they finally have done it now.
Samsung did it first.
With the wireless charging, we're not gonna get the standard, which I think was 7 watts. I think we're getting like 5.2 watts. I mean, yes, I know it's embarrassing, Apple. Come on, step up your game. But at least we're having wireless charging for the iPhone 7s, 7s Plus, and the iPhone 8. The iPhone 7s and 7s Plus are going to be a little bit different from the iPhone 8, which I will get into that in a little bit. So the iPhone 7s and 7s Plus are going to still retain the same design as the iPhone 7. So we're still getting a pressure sensitive home button. We're still getting 3D touch and everything. Camera, I feel like everything's going to be the same. We're getting a new A11 Fusion chip, which is based on a 10 nanometer processor, so it's going to be super efficient when it comes to multitasking. We're still getting 2 gigabytes of RAM for the iPhone 7s and 7s Plus. Other than that, it's not going to be really too much. I feel like it's going to be a faster phone and just a little bit of refinements under the hood. Now for the iPhone 8, we're gonna have no home button. We're gonna have the screen to body ratio is gonna be really big. We're gonna have a little notch on the top bar, and Apple calls the two sides for the OLED places the ears. So Apple's not really gonna be ashamed of the little notch. We're gonna have an almost bezel-less design for the iPhone 8. Now rumors are showing that we're gonna have gestures, since there's going to be no physical home button. I don't feel like this is going to be the case because we have 3D touch. So why don't they just make one little function area of the screen for to wake up the phone? You 3D touch on the phone and bam, it wakes up. For them to use gestures, I don't feel like that's going to be the case. I feel like they're going to just implement 3D touch to the max when it comes to the iPhone 8. Also, when it comes to the camera, rumors are saying that the front-facing and the back-facing camera are supposed to get 4K 60 frames per second video recording capabilities. Now, this is ridiculous. 4K and the front-facing camera. I find this really hard to believe coming from Apple. But we'll have to wait and see until they come out with the WWDC 2017. If they do have a front-facing camera that can record at 4K 60 frames per second, that's gonna blow out a lot of competition in the market. Also, when it comes to screen resolution, we're supposed to get a 28 by 1800. So that's probably going to be 458 ppi. So that's going to be a lot sharper than the iPhone 7s and possibly the Samsung Galaxy S8. And since we're getting a OLED screen, we're going to have deeper blacks, higher contrast, which is going to really help out the phone. And because LCD I feel like LCD is outdated when it comes to OLED. OLED has it's going to help the phone out a lot because with LCD, it kind of takes a lot of space in the phone. You have a backlight. OLED, you don't need a backlight. The pixels light up themselves individually. They turn on and off. The only downside about OLED is that in 2 to 3 years, the pixels kind of die out. So that's one downside of it. But knowing Apple, and since they're gonna be working with LG and Samsung to make better OLED screens, they might find a way to overcome this manufacturing issue. Other than that, we're gonna have a stacked logic board. So basically, the original logic board for the from the iPhone 6 to the 7 Plus, we all have it's not stacked; it's all vertical. But instead of that, now we're going to have a stacked logic board, which will in turn give us more room for a new Taptic engine, like Taptic Engine 2.0, a larger battery, and it's just going to make the phone a little bit smaller and compact so they can add new things inside. So hopefully the iPhone 8 is going to be really, really big. I feel like for them to give us the iPhone 7s and then 7s Plus and iPhone 8, it's going to really help out the people that can afford the higher end iPhone 8 model. Knowing me, I'm going to get the iPhone 8. I'm going to try to do an unboxing with it. But other than that, that's really all I have to say for the iPhone 8. The prices though are going to be a little bit crazy. As we can see with the Note 8, starting out at $965. Don't quote me on that. For a 64 base model, and then it goes higher for I think 128 and 256. Rumors are saying that Apple iPhone 8 will start out with 64 gigs for $999. For me, I don't believe that this is going to be the case. If it is, then goodbye to my wallet. But if it starts at $1,000, I feel like that's going to be ridiculous. That phone needs to be the best if I'm going to pay $1,000 for it. And then for 256 gigs, it's going to be $1099, and then for allegedly 512 gigabytes of storage will be $1,100 to $1,200. 500 gigs of storage, I don't feel like is going to be like, who needs all of that? Like, what are you doing on your smartphone? I mean, just buy a laptop for that price. But other than that, that's really all I have to say about the iPhone 8 rumors. iPhone 8, 7S, and 7S Plus rumors. Hopefully we can wait and see what happens in WWDC, and much hype is real for this week. Apple, you have a lot to do. I hope you step up your game. Samsung is biting your butt, and I really hope you guys do step up and show us something very, very special when it comes to the iPhone 8, iPhone 7S, and 7S Plus. This is your Rumor Roundup. Thank you for watching. This is the Minor Lewis, out.